Hey you guys, it's Cayley. I am here with another day at the office. A lot of you guys have been asking what our process is, like what we do on a weekly basis to get up the amount of listings that we get up, how many listings we get up, and kind of what that looks like. So Nikki and I are going to take you along that journey today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's start with how many items do we list per day?
20 items per day, every day of the week.
And so that's 140 items a week. So for starters, we have to source 140 items a week. And we usually take 3 days a week to source and 2 days a week at the office, typically, but we will adjust as needed. You can see we got a lot of stuff over here. So all of this stuff we recently just sourced, and Nikki and myself put them into List Perfectly. We currently list on List Perfectly, but you can really create drafts on really any platform. We used to do them on eBay, but as you can see here on List Perfectly, it hosts like everything that we do. And so when you make a draft, you want to show them what we do?
Yep. So we just click on draft listings over here. It'll take a second to load, and then we have different batch names. The batch name we're working on currently, we named Bluey because my kids love Bluey. I've been sticking with Disney characters, I'm pretty sure, since like June. So it's going okay. We're going to cartoons. But essentially we put items in. We'll just do a generic name here. So when our photographer comes in and takes the photos, she can pull up on the phone, okay, I've taken a photo. It's an LLB Men's Henley. And she knows that that's what we're looking for. And then she'll upload those photos, which will go to like this. And then our lister will go back in and insert all of a good title with all good keywords. And then we go back to pull those, add pricing, and we'll list them.
Awesome. So the reason we put the drafts in, I feel like somebody's going to ask, but the reason we take that two-step process, which you guys know I don't normally like taking a two-step process, but we do that because that way if we're putting them all in there, it's easy for a photographer to assign them to the right batch. It also helps us to keep track of how many we have for the week. So if you scroll back up here, see how we have 56. She currently has that filtered to the SKU Bluey, which is our name. And so anything with that SKU right here, you can see will pull up. So anytime we need to know kind of where we're at and we put them in throughout the week, we know that we have 56.
So our lister would have just finished the batch that we named Carl. And if I search Carl, it will show you that we have 140 listings here. So this is the one that our photographer has already photographed and sent over to our lister. She will go in, like I said, complete those drafts, and then today that's what we're actually going to officially list and push out to eBay and Poshmark today. So what we'll do is we'll grab some totes, start going through that system after we've gone through and priced those items, and we'll get them listed and scheduled throughout the whole week.
All right, and I know someone's going to ask, what days of the week do we plan on? I would say that we work Thursday to Thursday, which is kind of a weird day. It just ended up happening like that. But essentially on Thursday is when everything needs to be done for the batch that we'll be listing for the next week. So by Thursday, we need to have 140 items sourced, 140 items photographed, and 140 items, all the details in the draft. And so that happens throughout the week. And then on a day like today, which is today's Friday, but normally on Thursday or Friday, we will come in once the entire batch is done, and then Nikki and I ourselves will go over all of those 140 drafts, we'll assign pricing, and then we'll use List Perfectly to push them out to eBay and Poshmark. And that's what we will be doing today.
We always stagger the photographer, the lister, and ourselves, so that when our lister's finishing a batch, we're picking it back up to list it, and then the batch that our photographer is taking photos of is for the next week for the photographer. So none of us are technically working on the same week at the same time. We currently have 3 batches in process, and that allows us, if something would happen, to kind of have a little bit of wiggle room to help get caught up or whatever that looks like if need be.
Yeah, we talk a lot about being a week ahead I think some people miss it because I don't think we talk about it enough. I'll link a video above where Nikki and I talk about our bin system, which is right here. These are empty today, but we'll be putting 20 items in each of these and then scheduling them throughout the next week, and then we'll do the same thing the following week.
We also use Mondays and Fridays to put items away too. So anything that's currently listed for, I believe we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday out there right now, we'll go ahead and put all of those away today. And then we'll go ahead and list through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, back through that next office day at least, if we can't get the whole week done. And then that allows us to always be office day to office day so that we're ready and prepared to get the week going.
So essentially, after we get all of this done today, which is, you know, we're looking over all the drafts that our helpers and us created throughout the past week and then setting them live for the next week. We will, for the next week, then work on sourcing and then starting that process all the way over again. And that way we're always a week ahead for snow days. A lot of snow days.
Snow is coming. I'm not going to tell you where we are because I feel like that's an overabundance. But I can tell you that we're in a place that's expecting to get somewhere between 4 to 8 inches of snow. And within like an hour of us is getting 10 plus inches. So I'm hoping it snows so much that I'm listing from my couch on Monday.
There you go.
Goals.
That's definitely stuff I feel like you have to plan for when you live somewhere with inclement weather.
Yeah, and that's something to think about too, is like today we may know that we can't technically get through scheduling everything from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and on. But if we even just convert that in LP and put like Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday on it, we could actually list from home and not even need to be here. So if for some reason Cayley and I know that we can't be here for some reason, we try to set ourselves up to a good place so that we know we can work away from the office.
So what are we going to do if there's a snow day Monday? How would we adjust for sourcing for the rest of the week? Because for an office day. We would have missed, or let's say we miss a sourcing day for some reason.
So if it was an office day, like I would probably still work from home. My kids, I'd send them outside in the snow and be like, get out. But I would probably still list and stuff from home. I would still make sure that everything would get done for the most part. The only thing we would probably have issues with would be getting stuff put away. Theoretically though, we wouldn't really necessarily have to put it away until the next office day. Just based on how the system works, we would be able to just kind of leave those lay. There's also a lot of mornings, like when we're done with shipping, the post office isn't quite open yet, so I might take 10 or 15 things each morning and just put away to try to get caught back up. As far as like a sourcing day, if we lost an entire sourcing day, we would either need to adjust and maybe work a little bit longer to get caught up and do like skip an office day towards the end of the week to make up for that. Or we may just change the day of the week and say, okay, we can't necessarily drive an hour to an hour and a half to a sourcing location, but we can make it 20 minutes to work. We may go ahead and change that and let that be an office day versus something else. Or just hit the bins too. I mean, that's always an option too. If we're hurting and we can't go sourcing, we may hit the bins extra. Or online source.
Good idea. That is something that we need to work on.
Yeah.
So I would just say my answer to that would be that we adjust as needed because we have a week where we can get caught back up and then we just hustle really hard to get back on track.
There's lots of ways to adjust.
Yeah. Currently, we have 140 drafts that are ready to be listed, but we have not done that yet. And I think the first thing we're going to do is put this stuff away, which is stuff from the past couple days. This is our Wednesday and Thursday, and as I said, it is Friday. Since we do Thursday to Thursday, everything this week was listed up until Thursday. So then Friday is today, and we will list stuff today, and then we will go all the way back around to Thursday scheduled. And then as this stuff gets listed throughout the week and gets set active, we put them away the next day or the day after the next day. So we are going to go ahead and put this stuff away to prepare to start scheduling all of these items.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay, so now that we have everything put away and all of those bins are empty, I'm gonna go on to List Perfectly, start looking at the batch and all the drafts that we did and start assigning pricing to things. I strictly let Nikki and I do the pricing. We do not put that task on anybody that helps us with our listing process. And that's mainly just because I think it takes a lot of experience to price, and it would just be one more thing that takes longer for somebody else to do because they're not experienced. And so we personally price everything, and I think that I don't think I'll ever have somebody do pricing that isn't Nikki or I. With the cactus in it.
You see him?
Yeah, I can. Oh, this is a good thumbnail. I got the pile of clothes in the back. Big old mess. So now we are taking from our batch of stuff out here, which is all the stuff that is currently in there ready to be listed. We just assigned pricing to everything. Nikki grabbed 20. And she's putting it in the Friday bin, which is what she is listing for today. And then we will also do the same thing for every other bin, except for those bins we will schedule. Let's do it. with, for the most part, scheduling. We've got a couple more days.
Let there be light! Sometimes I like to sit in the dark and jam. You missed the jam, but
Moody.
hashtag copyrights, you can't listen to jammy music. But I was dancing while I was listening.
So we have gotten almost everything listed. We're going to end the video here, but before we drop off, we do have a giveaway. As you guys saw, we've been using List Perfectly for scheduling, for inventory management, for delisting, for all kinds of stuff. And everything, even background removal.
Yeah, it's super nice. I don't know if y'all try it and you win the giveaway, test out the background remover because it is super convenient.
It's really good. I find I still like Photo Fuse for most background removal, but I find with Photo Room it's better on lighter colored items. So we've been testing it out, and why not, since it's integrated into the plan that we choose for List Perfectly. So you can do this process with anything. You don't have to use List Perfectly, but if you would like to use List Perfectly, we are doing a giveaway on this video. You can win 1 month of List Perfectly for free, any subscription that you choose. I would personally choose the highest tier so you can try it out and get all the features, see what works for you, what you may or may not need, and then downgrade as you go. In order to be entered into this drawing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, List Perfectly's YouTube channel, like the video, and leave a comment. What kind of comment should they leave?
You should comment the name of the next batch. It has to be Disney related.
Okay.
Put me off the spot from picking another Disney character for next week. So, and you'll get to see your name on all of our lovely pieces. So, it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes, comment below what our next batch name should be for our next 140 items. I will filter out duplicate comments, so only 1 entry per person, but make sure to do all of those things. I will put them here on the screen. And then we will do the drawing next week. I will put it somewhere in the description of the video as to when it ends. Good luck!
Make it good. Challenge accepted.
All right, we're going to end the video here. If you guys have any questions about our processes, drop them down below. We hope that you guys can get a week ahead because it's been life-changing.
Oh yeah, hands down. All right, see you guys next time.